The one that they call when they shit ain't connected no more feel like I got a job at IT. Well, look like we're going to be calling IT today. That apology, that ain't it, my boy. Let's tune in to another episode of So Blunt Podcast with your boy Ozone 420. Let's get into it.
If I wasn't Jamaican, then why would I wear this hat?
Delilah, get me 814.
814.
What the fuck is 814?
Y'all heard that bazooka that was dropped on the motherfucking game, right?
Oh! I'm sorry, y'all. I don't want to be the first nigga to die from a crossbow.
This is not what a lot of people want to hear. I know I can hear my niggas up there right now like, nah, don't do that.
You know, I have been lying to you. I'm sorry. Samson, I'm sorry.
Stone down. Everybody know that I smoke more weed than a little bit. Blow leaves like trees, you know me. And I keep my green card like an immigrant. On a high note, nigga, I be low key. Only kush, no stress, keep it OG. Only kush, no stress, keep it OG. G. 28 grams on my ozone. Young nigga, that's an OZ. Whoa, 20.
Yo. It's your boy Ozone 420. This is another episode of the So Blunt Podcast. If you ain't been up to speed, recently, J. Cole got on stage at the Dreamville Festival on April 7th. Keep that date in mind. But on April 7th, he got on stage and told his fans in front of the world that, you know, he don't want that number one spot. And Kendrick Lamar, here you go. But earlier today, you know, I was watching Joe Budden podcast, and he had his take on it. So we're going to go ahead and watch a little clip of this and then piggyback off of it. Feel me? Let's do it.
Project, except for one part.
Oh my God.
It's one part of that shit that make me feel like, man, that's the lamest shit I ever did in my fucking life. Right?
I feel a piss coming up my ass.
This is not what
You got the
BGs? I know I can hear my niggas up there right now like, nah.
Yeah, don't do it.
They're yelling.
I was saying that at the
I
screen.
damn near had a relapse, right?
What you doing? He
Because
called it a relapse.
I heard some shit that happened 2-3 weeks ago, however long it was. Y'all heard that bazooka that was dropped on the
Oh no.
So all of this time of me moving on my own accord.
No, don't acknowledge its power.
Why am I testing? Because I got the world and I got my niggas like, what you gonna do, Cole? My niggas like, boy, I must have had 1,000 missed calls. Oh my fucking God. Text flooded. I couldn't even answer my shit. Nigga, it's wartime. Boom, 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 right?
Yeah.
That's fact. Yeah.
For one part, just don't really feel no way. But the world want to see blood.
We do.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all can feel that.
I wonder why.
We do. We come from that.
So I say all of that to say,
Like they said, we come from that. We don't really want to see blood, man. We just want to see like a bar spar, nigga. You know, boxers, they spar with, you know what I mean, people that they know that's coming up, or trainers, whatever the fuck, man. They spar. They actually get in there and really hit each other. You know what I'm saying? And it's all love after that, you know. So a little bar spar, man. You know, he like, nah, Kendrick trying to bar fight. Look at me. I don't want no parts of that. I don't want no parts in a bar fight.
in my spirit of trying to like get this music out.
Start talking about spirit. That's what did it.
A lot of y'all, I moved in a way that I feel spiritually feel bad.
Oh no!
I'm trying to like
funeral.
jab my nigga back, and I'm trying to keep it friendly. But at the end of the day, when I listen to it and when it comes out and I see the talk, that shit don't sit right with my spirit. That shit
don't.
That shit disrupts my fucking peace.
Damn it.
So
that's the key thing though. Like he said, when I hear the talk, it don't sit right. Like what don't sit right? The talk of the fans saying that it's not a good diss, or is it the fact that people is critiquing some of the bars saying that's not you? Or are you listening to your actual lyrics and like, damn, I was talking about too much gun shit. The nigga said, send what'd he say? Send pebbles at your dome. We the Stone Temple pilots. You know what, bro? I had to Google that shit. I'm like, man, who the fuck is the Stone Temple Pilots? Like, I'm not a part of that culture, but once I Googled it, I'm like, it's a 1989 rock band. Like, what that got to do with? I don't know, man. All right, we get it. The pebbles, the stone, temples, sending stones to your temple, but they wasn't like that. They wasn't shooting pebbles and stones, man. They're just a group. I don't know, man.
I want to say right here tonight is in the midst of me doing that and in that shit.
Don't do it.
Trying to find a little angle and downplay this nigga's fucking catalog.
He read the
comments. Right now tonight, how many people think Kendrick Lamar is one of the greatest?
Oh no!
Peace.
No, it's not.
We're not saying not do that, but it's just the wrong time, bro. You at war, bro. Wait till the war is over, man. Like, yeah, we had a classic. You feel what I'm saying? You know, like Murder Mook and Tay Rock battled each other. When niggas got done, man, they shook it up. Like Sue Surf and Geechee Gotti. You feel what I'm saying? Go ahead, Joe. He about to turn up.
Peace.
I pray that y'all are like, forgive a nigga for like the misstep, and then I can get back to my true path, because I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh, his true path.
To use these trigger words.
He talking like Mal. His inner child.
So all of that to say, man, I want to now perform the song that's a reminder.
Where's the Sandman when we need him? You feel what I'm saying? Grab his ass with that cane, not by the neck, but grab it by his ear, by his earlobe, and yank his ass off the stage and like, man, smack the shit out of him with the cane. Be like, what is you doing, man? Go out there and say psych, I lied, nigga. Bring Charlie Killips out there real quick, man. Just brighten the crowd up real quick and be like, psych, I lied, nigga. And drop the song, nigga. That would have turned up. That would have turned Dreamville Festival the fuck up, nigga. Telling you.
Scared the shit out of me just
Damn, you didn't even get to I'll stick my chin out part.
Yeah, you gotta come on, you got to.
He said
yo, my chin out. So whatever he do, I'm just gonna take that on this.
I can't hear anymore.
I
can't listen to anymore.
What happened to the rap game? What happened to the rap game?
Oh man.
What
and then yelled out to his manager, yo, and we taking that shit off stream.
Yeah, take that shit down. Is it off?
No, I just checked. It's still there.
Oh, okay.
He gonna let that first week go by. Fuck you think? He ain't fooling me.
The Eclipse did it.
No, this was before the Eclipse.
Do we want good news or bad news first?
Both.
Let's start with bad.
Let's start with bad, yeah.
Well, which is gonna be a longer diatribe.
Bad. Good.
Let's start with good.
Yeah, get the good. Get that out the way.
We ain't gonna go that long with Joe Budden. We're gonna let him cook. Where we at? We're gonna let him cook for like 5 more minutes. So maybe 5 more minutes.
All right. The good news. I'm all for J. Cole's mental health being well. I said last pod, anybody that wants to bow out of this thing, please feel free to.
Facts.
Because this is not for the weak-hearted. It's not. It comes with a lot more than 1,000 phone calls. Like, if you're not ready to move in a different capacity, if you're not ready to speak in a different capacity, like I said earlier, risk some relationships, if you're not ready to see niggas that you thought was friendly turn unfriendly, this is before you get to anybody laying a bar. Your lifestyle has to change. I know that because I beefed with all of the people you're not supposed to beef with. I've done this with gang members. I've done this with the toughest of tough. I've done this with boroughs. I've done this with niggas that was lyrically ill, the best of the best. I've done this with the worst of the worst.
Execs.
Yeah, I've done this with execs. I beefed with my kid on wax. I've taken the hits, the threats, the punches, the lumps, and I'm still here to speak about it.
Yes, sir.
Never going away. It's like that fucking bug that just won't leave, just keep flying around. I'm still here. I did it. A lot of you niggas mad I did it too, but we'll get to that later.
Okay, what's the bad?
No, we're not done with the good.
Oh, okay, good. Oh. Okay.
Like, what a bold, mature move for hip hop, right? Very rarely do we see these types of mature moves. So I want to highlight that.
True.
Shit, we ain't seen it in pop music and rock music when they was beefing.
Yeah. Like if it didn't sit right with his soul and his heart and his spirit, and if you wasn't up for the task, I'm not with the cosplaying.
Salute.
Cosplaying is over now. Be who the fuck you niggas are. So if that's who he is, which many people suspected that that's who he is or who he was, which is why we thought he should stop barking up certain fucking trees because they may fall. And then when they fall, you get up there and do this at your festival with your fans and your people. That one move. Now I got to think of the position that you put everybody in.
Facts. That's why I brought up the Forrest Gump shit last episode. Because, nigga, you ran us all the way out here just to leave us out here, nigga. Like, now what, nigga? And how you is on stage, like, y'all love Kendrick Lamar. It's like, well, shit, nigga, you just led us to Kendrick Lamar, nigga. You ran us all the way to Kendrick Lamar. Hey, I've been listening to his shit since, bro. I'm telling you, the shit is hitting. Like, all his shit is like, it's like he wrote it yesterday. Shit is sounding timeless as fuck right now.
Because I'm hearing nobody even knew about that final track on your project. Not a soul. Top secret. That's interesting to me. Hov would have stopped that. Somebody with some knowledge would have told him not to do that.
Why do you think Hov could stop that?
Hov would have stopped it if he was able to stop it. If he spoke to Hov at any point before that happened, it wouldn't have happened.
What?
I feel like one of you guys up here said that sounded like a last minute addition.
It definitely
The
does.
rest of the album sounded like it had already been done, but that sounded like it was done within the last couple of weeks as a response. And then he says that.
I just meant, like, what have we seen in recent that shows that him and Hov got that relationship still?
Nothing at all. I've been wondering that too as a Cole fan. Like why you and JG ain't been dropping no song? I've been hearing more Dre and Drake than Jay-Z and Cole. Like, I don't know. It seems like they just been like kind of like at odds since Mr. Nice Watch. You know what I'm saying? Since after that, I don't know if I really heard them together since Mr. Nice Watch.
I don't know. I'm not here
That's
to
all I meant.
debate that. But
Okay.
If they did, if he spoke to him or anybody, that just wouldn't have happened that way. Especially if this was going to be your move, not even 3 days later. Not even 3 days later. No, this is unacceptable.
That's why I don't like
this. Is unacceptable. By the way, this is totally unacceptable.
That boy settled that beef almost faster than Diddy on some real shit. Like, he almost settled that beef faster than Diddy. Diddy, like, damn, you got all right, fucking nigga. 30 million. Like, this is crazy. That beef got settled quick. Like, nigga, I really don't want to be on this side, man. Like, they had a phone conversation. Like, I really don't really want to be on that side, man. It just happened, like, you know, I got in the studio with Drake, you know, how the way he influenced. Like, we just got on that song. You feel what I'm saying? Like, them boys thought they had a lock, but I knew the code. Like, shit. Like, Kendrick, like, nigga, I heard that shit, nigga. Who the fuck you talking to? That nigga sneak this, nigga.
Cool. For me. And I told y'all dudes that when these niggas get out there on stage frolicking, acting like they bestest of buddies, these niggas get on these stages and say anything. It's way too many clips going around. And him saying that same speech to Drake about him being the greatest that he says to Kendrick about him being the greatest. Where do you truly stand?
I think this
record. Where do you truly stand? I don't know. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. I don't want to hear no more about that record.
I get you. I
don't want to hear no more about that record. I don't want to talk about it. He didn't mean it. It sounded like he didn't mean it. His voice was trembling like he didn't mean it. His choice of words as one of the greatest lyricists says he didn't mean it. He didn't mean it. I don't want to hear about that shit no more. Because oddly enough, what you did now is make the Like That record sound harder again for another fucking week.
Definitely did.
Turn up, because that Like That record, nigga, is hitting 10 times even more harder, nigga. It's hitting, like, that motherfucker is hitting, bro, on some real shit. And it's crazy because we in an era in the social media era, basically, this is what I call it, the social media era, where people attention spans is shorter than a fish. Like people attention spans are shorter than a fish right now. Like they move on to the next fast. Like Kendrick is putting shit out there set in stone. Like he putting that shit out there like the Rushmores. Like it's always gonna be there. Like we gonna die off, but the music gonna last. Like and he putting statements out there like that.
That verse that y'all keep telling me Kendrick didn't do much on, every week that passes with y'all's new behavior, that song sounds harder.
A bazooka.
And now first person shooter sounds different.
They do.
This is real time art, how they changing perception out here, what these genius niggas are doing. I don't want to hear about that J. Cole record again. I don't. Not from nobody. And boy, you J. Cole fans in that community were hurtful. Boy, y'all were hurtful. I don't want to hear a fucking peep out of Earthstone Twitter. Not a fucking peep. It is silent time. I enjoyed that part after y'all fucking bashed me. I enjoyed watching you tuck your fucking penises and shut the fuck up. Yes, it was that time now. Be humble, bitch. Sit down. Boy, that was great.
We're Dick Ryan Kendrick, apparently. Shut the fuck up.
No, man. No, man. I spoke to some people that
I had to let him cook, man. Because it's a humbling experience, bro. Running straight into the moment, and then the moment is here. Then it's like, oh, what the, like, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, being a fan of Mike Tyson when he got the Holyfield, actually, and then it's like, damn, you know what I mean? One of them moments. I hate to bring Mike Tyson up right now, but I did hear Mike Tyson about to get in a fight with Jake. Or I heard some behind the scenes shit that he fucked Jake up too. So the fight, it might not happen. So, but if it do happen, I already know Mike gonna fuck Jake up, man. Just like how this happened, but I ain't know that this was gonna happen because I thought Cole was gonna be able to get at him. But you know, we talk about direct and fillers. You know, Cole got a lot of filler rhymes that's in there. Like I said, the Stone Temple Pilots. Who the fuck is them? Y'all might know who the fuck the Stone Temple Pilots is. I don't know, man. I damn near thought it was like a cartoon or something like that. Like, I don't know. Maybe my kids watching motherfucking Stone Temple Pilots right now. I don't know. Shit, I ain't never heard of a Victim On. Victim On, shit. Well, I ain't never heard of him. Shit. The Victim On Jr. moment right there. So shit. Also, stop the sharing the screen real fast. I seen some shit with Danny Brown that was on Drink Champs, and Nori asked him a question about who basically better out of Kendrick and J. Cole, and the analogy that he had was pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie, and it made perfect sense now that everything kind of hit the fan, and you've seen that like somebody really had to work hard for the moment, and somebody seemed like they were just automatically here to do this shit. So go ahead and pull this up with y'all real fast.
Kendrick or Cole?
Kendrick. I mean, he made Pimp a Butterfly, man. Like, yeah. And that was like, just because, I mean, he just take it too far, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you make me emancipation of a real hitter. Anybody that put that much effort into the music, man, like he just really take it. But he's just like, you could just, some of just naturally gifted. Like, I feel like Cole worked hard to get where he at. He studied hard. He rapped hard. Let's face it, he one of the greatest, no Bill Cosby shit, but if sleeping in I feel like Cuz was just born with that shit, man. Like, you can't take that.
Did you just say J. Cole?
I feel like Cole, he did his 10,000 hours.
Said it came natural to Kendrick.
With K-Dot, I feel like he just was born like that, you know?
Yeah. Okay. So you picked Kendrick?
Yeah, I picked K-Dot all day.
Facts. Now that they hit the fan like that, like you see how it make perfect sense that like it do seem like Kendrick Lamar was like actually here. Like he was born to do this shit. And we actually seen J. Cole get better in front of our eyes, like actually give people what they want, because it was times that he was making that music like that rock you to sleep type music. Like if you really was like young at that time, you don't want that. You didn't want that type of music. That's the reason why Wiz Khalifa and like Big Sean was like really thriving, because they was giving like the young crowd that music. You feel what I'm saying? Like Wiz was turning up, Big Sean was turning up. You feel what I'm saying? So like he was like they was giving us that music. And when you got to Cole, it was like more grown man type of music, to where it's like you had to be more mature in your head to like want to listen to it. You know what I'm saying? So if you was like under like especially when it came out, like you was under like 23, you really didn't want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like once you got to like 27 and life start to hit you and you start really living real life and shit like that, then you like, okay, I fuck with Cole. Like he out here living real life. So so this right here is not a knock on his music. It's not a knock on his music. We fuck with his music. You know what I'm saying? But this right here, as far as like what he said, I mean, I love when they argue who is the hardest MC. Is it K Dot? Is it Aubrey or me? This is that moment right here. You feel what I'm saying? Right now, I feel like Muhammad Ali. So if you feel like Muhammad Ali, nigga, Muhammad Ali fought George Foreman, nigga. He fought George Foreman. Man, ain't nobody really got the heart like that. Like a regular human being don't got the heart to get in the ring with George Foreman, like a young George Foreman. Hell no. You're not getting in the ring with George. Ali fought George Foreman and beat him. So this is that moment, nigga. If you feel like right now, you feel like Muhammad Ali, nigga, this show was, nigga, knock this nigga out. This Joe Frazier right here. This nigga is short as Joe Frazier. Knock him out. I don't know, man. Shit just kind of fucked the game up a little bit, man. Because all that shit that you said, man, why did you say it? Because I was believing it. And I hate when people get to saying shit that you know what I mean? That like you preaching stuff that now you don't want to live it when it's that time. So now it make everything like the believability, take a knock on the credibility for sure. And it made everything that Kendrick Lamar put out to life. Like I said, that's just starting to sound timeless right now. You feel me? Man, that shit starting to sound crazy. So I want to share another thing, man, because it's some super fans out here, man. Super fans out here doing some great editing, putting some shit together, doing some good digging, as far as in the crates, finding putting these stories together, like making like Kendrick Lamar basically seem like the boogeyman right now for sure. But he found some music that basically just sound timeless as fuck, man. It sound like it apply right now, man. Let me share my screen with y'all. Let's see. Right now, I feel like Muhammad Ali. But how you feel like Muhammad Ali right now, my nigga? I don't know, but the future is telling me that you do not feel like that. The future would always tell us better than what people really actually be saying. And when people get to telling me shit, I'm like, all right, man, the future gonna tell me better. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta convince me. The future gonna come and I'm gonna know. I guess Future linked up with Kendrick and we found out. Check this out. Let me refresh this.
I'll be calling your punk ass, you a scared little bitch. Tiptoeing around my name, nigga, you lame. And when I get at you, homie, don't you tell me you was just playing.
Oh, I was just playing, K-Dot. Come on, you know a nigga rock with you, bro.
I was gonna kill a couple rappers, but they did it themselves. And now we look at the competition as quick submissions. They tapping out before we even get a chance to miss them.
I remember you was conflicted, misusing your influence.
He said it's funny how one verse can fuck up the game. Y'all got to late with a 7 to get your shit together.
Dreamville, y'all love Kendrick Lamar, correct? As do I.
I'll be calling your punk ass, you a scared little bitch. Tiptoeing around.
Like that. You see that? That nigga said, y'all niggas got to April 7th to get your shit together. And to put a backstory on that, Like what he edited it real good. You see what April 7th was the day that Cole got on stage and said that in front of the fucking world, bro. You cannot make this up. You can't make this up, bro. What the fuck is going on? Like, I don't know if this is a script that they plan to play together. I do not know. But this shit seemed like somebody that made this shit up on some real shit. This is crazy. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with Cole, but man, it started to remind me of the 90s. The other day, I was chilling back, sparked up, and I popped on Half Baked. I watched the whole movie all the way straight through. And it was this scene that popped up that correlated with this situation. It made me think of Cole, bro. I said, Mr. Nice Watch then turned into Mr. Nice Guy. It's crazy, man. Check this out. Check this out. I'm not about to play with y'all.
Well. If it isn't Mr. Nice Guy. Welcome to my lair. Well, now, tell me a little bit about yourself. Well, I'd be from Jamaica, man. Not a mercy. What part of Jamaica? Right near the beach. Boy, I think you're bullshitting me. Samson Simpson, I stick by my story. I'm from Jamaica. If I wasn't Jamaican, then why would I wear this hat? Delilah, get me 814.
814.
14.
The fuck is 814?
Nothing cooking.
Oh! I'm sorry, y'all. I don't want to be the first nigga to die from a crossbow. I've been lying to you. I'm sorry. Samson, I'm sorry. Okay? We just started this because our friend got locked up. Brother, you know how that is. We had to come out of jail. Now this is what's gonna happen. You make about 40, 50,000 a week. Shit. Well, I want half. $20,000 a week, or you're dead. You understand? 20,000 seems fair. That seems fair, right, guys? It's fair. Class dismissed.
Facts. I can't make this shit up. I was watching that shit the other day. I'm like, what the fuck, man? This shit seems just like J. Cole, my nigga. Little Kendrick over there sitting there making demands, telling y'all niggas that y'all got the April 7th to get y'all shit together. Crazy. This is another episode of the So Blunt Podcast, and it's a podcast, not a podcast.
Stone down.
Everybody know that I smoke more weed than a little bit. Blow leaves like trees, you know me. And I keep my green card like an immigrant. On a high note, nigga, I be low key. Only kush, no stress, keep it OG. Only kush, no stress, keep it OG. 28 grams on my ozone. Young nigga, that's an OZ. Whoa.